What's going on, guys? Veganator back here with the Backyard Baseball episode. I have some news that I need to share. It's not big or anything. It's just my last video that I recorded hasn't been up on YouTube yet. It's basically this game right here against the Angels. We won 11-10. It was a walk-off home run by Keisha Phillips. It was a walk-off two-run homer. I was rendering, and for some reason the file was it was corrupt, and it was for some reason off of my computer as it was rendering. For some reason it got knocked off of my computer. I don't know how. But that's basically, you guys just didn't get to see this game. It was actually a really good game. I wish it would have saved and not screwed up whatever happened. I don't know, but basically. It was 11-2 the final. We won. We beat the Angels. It was a really good game. We'll play the Rangers now. I'm really sorry about that, guys. For some reason, my computer just decided it didn't like the files, so it deleted the video files, and so I'm out of that video. So the only part that I have of that video is like the first 11 minutes, which that's not really exciting. It's basically we start the game and they're up like 2-0 probably at the end of that. It's not very. Did he just throw the ball away? It's not a very interesting first 11 minutes of the video. There's Ernest too. So yeah, I mean, you guys, it was holy God. Dang. But yeah, it was a good game. I mean, you didn't miss anything, I guess, but it was a good game. Look at Pedro throwing him out from center. Holy crap! That was a great throw. That's why I like having Pedro out there. Oh damn! And that's why I don't like having Pedro out there, because he throws strikes. All right. Hopefully, maybe this game will be like last game, because it's starting out like it. Yeah, last game, I guess I can just give you a rundown of the last game. It was not a good game to start off with. Dante was giving up a lot of runs. Not a lot. I mean, he was doing all right, but we weren't hitting the ball worth a crap, and so then once, like, I think it was like the fourth inning, we kind of started getting back into it. We tied the game up. Came back out. Shut him down, and then we took the lead. Dante gives up like a two-run home run. Ties up the ball game. We come back out, score 4 runs. They end up getting a base hit, scoring a run, and then hitting a 3-run homer to tie it up. We go out the top of the 7th. Alright, this game might be like last game. Top of the 7th, we go out. Dante's out there. I tried to take him out, but for some reason the game, it wouldn't let me go to strategy, so couldn't take him out. Left him in there, gave up 2 runs. Down 10-8, came up. Pablo someone hit a home run to start it off. I think it was, I think what happened was Amir Khan was leading off, maybe? No, that's not it. Albert Pujols lit it off. Albert Pujols lit off with a home run. I think Carlos Delgado came up, got a base hit. Keisha Phillips was up and hit the walk-off 2-run homer. It was a really good game. I was getting pretty psyched up about it. I wish you guys could have seen it because it was a really good game, but this game may be like it depending on how Dante pitches, and he's been a little rocky of late. He hasn't lost a game for us yet, so which is surprising because he's got like a 7-something ERA, but our offense backs him up. That's always what you need. Hasn't lost a game for us yet, so I'm just gonna keep riding that and hope we don't lose a game. That was a good catch by Albert. Eric LeBeau. I mentioned in my last video, you guys weren't be able to see, were not able to see it. Um, if you're not interested in hockey, then you probably won't care. But the Stanley Cup Finals ended yesterday. The Bruins and the Blackhawks were playing, and I'm a big Boston sports fan, so you know I was cheering for the Bruins. They lost. It was kind of It was a really crappy way to lose. They were winning. They lost the whole series. So the Blackhawks are the Stanley Cup champions right now. What happened was it was Game 6. The Bruins, they're down 3-2. They're winning 2-1 in Boston. Excuse me. 2-1. 2-1 in Boston going into like the final 2 minutes of the third period. So you think they haven't won. There's still time left on the clock, but you're kind of thinking that they're going to be going to a Game 7. And so the Blackhawks end up pulling their goalie. Then they had, so when they pull their goalie, they have one extra man on the play, so it's 6-on-5 basically. It's like a power play without penalty and with more people. Those guys look like twins. But so excuse me, I don't know why I keep yawning. The Blackhawks pulled their goalie. They just start pounding Tuukka Rask, who's the Bruins goalie, with shots, and they end up scoring, tying the game up. So you're like, all right, overtime. That's, I get. Hopefully we can win it in overtime. Then about 17 seconds later, they score another goal. So they're in the lead. They're in the lead, 3-2. Everyone's just shocked, and there's less than a minute to go. And the Bruins end up losing, and the Blackhawks are the Stanley Cup champions. It was pretty bad. It was a bad way to lose, I guess. I'm sorry, guys. I keep yawning, and I really don't know why. And that's why I kind of pause for a little bit. I yawn. I don't know why. But so they've got yeah, it was just a bad. They had chances to win it, and they they just didn't capitalize on it. But I was listening to a sports talk station last night after the game, and the guy who was talking about it, he's from Boston, and he was talking. He asked the question, what is your just complete your worst moment in sports that you've ever seen, or not it doesn't have to be say someone your worst sports moment, whatever team you were cheering for, or whatever, something was going on, and for me, it would be the 2007 Patriots. They had a chance to go undefeated, and they lose to the Giants in the Super Bowl. That'd probably be close to my number one. I watched that game, and it was bad. Or if you're a Georgia fan, it would be the Georgia-Alabama game in the SEC championship, where Georgia, they were driving down the field with however many seconds left, and they had a chance to win it the last play, but stuff like that. And I just wanted to know if you guys in the comments could leave your answers to that, what's your worst, I don't know how to word it, but your worst sports moment, I guess, where your team or someone you're cheering for just loses, and it's just in a way that you just can't fathom, and it's just a big heartbreak moment. Basically, what's your top three, or if you don't feel like giving me three, just give me your top heartbreak moment in sports like what game or you know I don't know how to word it, but basically what game or something had you just freaking out, and it was like such a heartbreak moment you couldn't believe it. That Bruins game was probably up there last. Well, I'm not a huge hockey fan, so I wasn't freaking out, but I couldn't believe it once they scored. Once they scored one, I was like, all right, they pulled the goalie, they had extra guys, it happens. I said overtime we can get to overtime and hopefully win it there. And then when they scored that third goal, that just took the wind out of my sails, and it was bad. I was just shocked, honestly. I was watching it. I was in bed and I was watching it. I was sitting up because one, I can't see, and I don't have my glasses, so I was just kind of watching. And I was sitting up, and then I saw that they scored, and I fell back, and I just kind of was just staring off into space, and I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. And I thought about it yesterday, and I'm a big Boston sports fan, but I live in Atlanta. And you know how the Atlanta teams, they either get to the playoffs and lose in the beginning, or they'll get far. They're always in the mix, but they can never win a big game. That's basically how Boston's sort of turning into that. I mean, the Celtics are falling apart. They're old. They're not really in championship contention anymore. Back like last year was it, I think, against the Heat, the Eastern Conference Finals. They had a chance to shut them out or shut them down, didn't do it. The Red Sox, they fell apart last year. They haven't made it to the. I don't even think they made it to the playoffs the past couple of years. And when they have made it to the playoffs, I don't think they made it that far. Last time they made it to the, I pretty well, and don't quote me on this, but the last time they made it to the playoffs, I'm pretty sure they either lost or they went to the, because I remember 2008, I think it was, they made it to the World Series and they swept the Rockies, I think. I don't know if they made it to the playoffs since. They may have. I can't remember past the whole debacle with Bobby Valentine, and that was just I before that it's all a blur because I honestly can't remember anything after that because that was just such an episode. It was terrible. Now they're starting to turn it around a little bit. Hopefully they can go far. But Atlanta sports, the Braves making it to the wild card game last year, lost that on a very questionable call. I've already talked about that a while ago, but everyone knows it by now. Knows what happened. What else? The Hawks, the Hawks are just the Hawks. They always make it to the playoffs, but it's always first round and they're gone. The Falcons, so close to making the Super Bowl. That's another one of the moments that the guy that I was listening to yesterday, he was talking about. He said, if you're a Falcons fan, one of those heartbreak moments would be you're so close to making it to the Super Bowl last year against the 49ers, and you can't. That's an interesting double play. That's probably the first time that's ever happened. That's what is that, a 9? Is he second? I can't tell. I don't remember if Pablo's our second. No, he's our shortstop. So it's like a 9-6-3 double play. Oh, Jesus. That's what happened to us last game. We couldn't catch the dang ball. Yeah, but that's, the Boston sports. And we don't have hockey anymore because, they took the Thrashers away. This isn't really a hockey town, and not a lot of people like hockey here I've talked to. It's all about football in Georgia. Football, especially in Atlanta, it's all football, not a lot of baseball. It's also, it's a baseball hotbed. Georgia's a baseball hotbed. 2 of the top draft picks this this year were from Georgia. East Cobb is a huge facility with all these amazing teams, and so Georgia. I mean, we're doing good in the baseball department, but all people talk about mostly here is football, and our basketball team isn't anything special. So, and then high school football. It's all football, really. It's high school football, college football, NFL. I'm guessing that's what it is for the majority of the United States. Is football is just such a huge sport, but gotta give some love to national pastime. And a lot of people I talk to think baseball, is boring, and it's understandable. But I mean, it's a good game. It's a great game. I'm one of those people. I like a lot of the. I love baseball. Football's awesome. Basketball's. I like a lot of sports. There's very little sports that I can't watch. Like soccer. It's not that I can't watch it. Although sometimes it is pretty painful to watch a soccer match, game, whatever. I'll watch it. I mean, it's not like, especially if the U.S. is like, and it's in a national game or something, and the U.S. is playing, I'll definitely watch that. I'll watch that hands down, unless there's like some other baseball game or something on. But I'll watch it. I'll flip back and forth if I have to. But Rugby's a sport that I think is awesome. Rugby is amazing. You got to be really tough to play rugby. It's pretty fast paced from what I know. I don't watch these sports regularly, but I love, like, rugby's a cool sport. Hockey, I like hockey. Hockey has some of the toughest guys in the freaking world there. Let's see, what else? Damn. Golfing. Golfing's big, but it's not like, golfing's big, but it's not like a lot of people, not saying that a lot of people don't like golf, but, it's not one of those sports that everyone's like, oh man, gotta go watch that golf, gotta go watch a round of golf today. It's not like that. There's some people that, there's a lot of guys that, play golf a lot, and they'll watch golf, and, I understand that, but that's, not a lot of guys are saying, going to church in the morning and go, oh man, gotta go watch the final round of, the Winter Open. But, I'm a golf fan. I mean, I watch the Masters. I watch the big tournaments. Sometimes I'll watch. Like, I watched, the Players Championship, which that's not a huge, I don't think that's a major, but it's, it's a good thing to watch. Golf is just all around. I love golf. Like, I'm trying to pick it up now, and it's awesome. It's really fun. It's hard for me playing it, but, it's really fun, and it's, you can't talk bad about golf. There's nothing really to say about it. It's just a fun game. Another sport, let's think. Everyone loves, not everyone, but I mean, majority of people love football. Basketball is a great sport. Basketball's fun. I've never played football in my life. I've always wanted to, but got those two sports. They're the biggest sports probably in America right now, football and basketball. They're probably the games with, football normally you, like, say to play with friends, you don't need equipment and stuff. You can just, you just do, like, not tackle, don't play tackle, do two-hand touch, or flag football or something. Like, that's why they're huge, because there's not that much equipment involved. Basketball, you just need a ball and a hoop. And basketball goals aren't hard to find around places. You could probably find them anywhere. And I mean, they cost a good amount of money, but, there's, like, community, there's places that have, basketball goals and stuff. And football, I mean, you just need a football and friends. And, if you're going to play flag football, you'll need flags. Or if you're just going to play two-hand touch, I mean, all you need is a ball and a yard. Baseball, you need a ball, a bat, You know, if you need a glove, you know, you get a glove. If you're playing with a real baseball, you need like 18 guys to play. It's a lot, you know. It's not as it requires more, I guess, to play. I'll tell you one sport that I can't watch, and it's just because I'm a baseball player. That's about the only reason why. Is lacrosse. Lacrosse players and baseball players, I guess, just do not get along. And uh, I'm not a huge lacrosse fan, I guess. I'd never really gotten into watching lacrosse, but I mean, it's an all right sport. I can deal with it. I mean, it's kind of all right in a way, because if you think about it, lacrosse is just a mix between like soccer and kind of like football and a little bit like hockey. I mean, it's all right. It's not a bad sport. It's just a lot, and don't know. I know I might get some beef about this, but it's not. I'm not. Don't get me wrong here. I'm not trying to single people out, but normally people who play lacrosse, and this is just me thinking this. It's not. Um, and don't hate me for this, but for me, when I look at a lacrosse player, and when I just hear lacrosse, I think of a rich person sport. And I know it sounds weird, but when I think of lacrosse, and holy crap, we're in extra innings, I haven't really been paying attention, but when I think of lacrosse, I think of a rich person, you know, just sitting there playing lacrosse, and it's just, it's basically what I think about lacrosse. And then, of course, you know, golf, you could think of golf the same way. You know, bunch of rich guys, rich old man outside playing rounds of golf, you know, that, I better beat that out. Alright, good. Pedro Martinez is going to hit us a walk-off here. That's gonna be interesting, having a pitcher hit a walk-off. Yep, that's it. Wow, I didn't even need to use the power-up. I think we won. Maybe we're not the home team, but pretty sure we're the home team. Yep, we won. Alright, Pedro Martinez hitting the walk-off home run there. Alright, but yeah, I kind of went off on a tangent there about, you know, different sports. But like I said, leave in the comments below what your, like, top favorite not top favorite, that'd be awful, top heartbreaking moment in sports is. For me, if I had to guess, or not guess, but tell you, number one would probably be the game the Patriots could have gone undefeated. They lost in the playoff, or not the playoffs, but the Super Bowl to the Jets, or not the Jets. I'm getting my top three mixed up. To the Giants. Number two, probably if I had to, I don't know. I'm thinking about it, and I'm gonna probably go with the Braves. Yeah, well, last year in the wild card game, losing to the Cardinals with the infield fly. That was bad. That was just, I couldn't believe that. We play the Royals next game. Number three, I don't know. I can't think about it. I'll let you guys know next video. I'll think about it. But yeah, let me know in the comments. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later, and I'll make sure that this does not get corrupt. And I'll actually upload it. Alright, thanks guys. See ya.